guys are here. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Melanin, and other people call me Najma, whatever you like. So this is a part 2 of the first video that I filmed of the story time behind me becoming an author in Kenya. What am I doing? Yes, me becoming an author in Kenya. So in this particular video I have notes, a little bit of things that I've written down. I want to give you guys tips and tricks of how to become an author in Kenya. If you plan to write a book, whatever niche you plan to go to, fashion, business, poetry, whatever you want, whatever you like, but this is the video for you and all of your friends, so you might want to share and stay longer. So yeah, let me find my page. So first tip that I want to give you guys is you want to do research, and I don't mean research this and that, like go extensive into finding out. For example, if you want to write about fashion, you might want to write the type of fashion that you are going for, because they like business, casual, all those things, but it doesn't matter. What matters is, are you aware of the fashion industry and what is happening in the fashion industry and things like that? Like, go deep, watch videos, read magazines, interview friends that are fashion designers and things like that. So if you want to be a poet, like find poets, talk to poets, find other poets who have written books before, find their interviews, compare the difference between your local writers and your outside writers. What is the difference in the market, in all those good things that people talk about, you know? So yeah, first you want to do research and like go deep, go extensive, read other books that have been written before about that particular issue or story or whatever you want to write about, and compare what is the difference, what are you bringing to the table compared to the other writers who have been there before. Because when you're coming to this particular industry, you're not the first person who have written a book. There are many other people, but what makes you the difference between you and all the other people who have written books? If I come to buy your book, how are you going to convince me that I need to buy your book and not these other people's books who have written way before you? So 1, do your research extensively. 2, be authentic. So I've like categorized these particular points into like small sections because I feel all of them should be in under the same category, if that makes sense. So 1, be authentic. 2, have weighed content. 3, find your niche. And 4, start drafting today. Like, stop thinking about it and waiting until the right time. You will never get to the right time. So yeah, you might want to be authentic. That is 1. Be very authentic, because it's very easy for people who have been in a certain industry to pick point, not even writers mostly, but readers. Like, if I read for example, me myself, I have a very like this, I don't know how to put it, but it's a very strong instinct. I read so many things on Instagram, so I follow very many writers and I recognize a certain type of writing that person does. So I'm very quickly able to recognize when someone else is trying to write like this as the other person. Oh, you have written something that I've read somewhere, I will automatically recognize it. So like, be authentic. Write something that you're well versed with. Don't write this just because this person is writing about it. Write because you want to write about this person, like this particular thing. Another thing is, I want to say, don't shy away from writing about what other people are writing about. For example, I'll give you an example that I always give when I coach people about performing and writing poetry and things like that. I'll use the same example that I always use. This is a cup of coffee. and I want to write about this, let's say a mother. That is going to be a very simple explanation. So I want to write a poem about a mother, and two of my other friends poets want to write a poem about a mother. I will write from a perspective that, let's say my mother has passed away, so I will write from a perspective that, oh, I wish she was there, blah blah blah. And another person will write from a perspective that their mother is alive and they want to thank their mother and they want to like be there for. And another one of my friends will write of the fact that their mother maybe abandoned them. I'm just saying, using this as an example. Their mother has abandoned them, like. So everyone writes from a different perspective. So don't fear putting your work out there with the thought that someone else is going to copy my work or like do the same thing as me. Everybody, we are in the same industry, but like everybody has a way of approaching things and a way of seeing things. I might go on a trip with another person and we will write totally different works because our brains work differently. The way I see things is not the other way, like it's not the same way another person sees the same thing. So be authentic. That is very, very, very important. Very, very, very important. So I will go to my third point. In this point I have like 2 stroke things under the third one. Establish a foundation and a target audience. This, I don't know how to insist on this thing, but establish a foundation. By this I mean start sharing your work. Make people believe in that which you're writing about. Like for example, I started posting my writings, if I'm not wrong, 2015 after I finished high school. That's when I started sharing my work online, and I didn't know that it will get here. Honestly, I posted it for me. I didn't post it for the world to, like, by that time I wasn't even known. Really, nobody cared about me, I can promise you that. So I was sharing my work first for myself and second for the 2 or 3 people who are going to appreciate me anyways. So yeah, I didn't think that it will be where it is today. So establish a foundation. It doesn't matter, you don't need 1,000 people to believe in you. You only need 100 true people, because you might have 1,000 followers and these 1,000 followers, only 10 people like your videos and like comment and like let you know if you've gone wrong. Again, let's stop being yes men and looking for validation. I promise you, people who seek validation don't go very far. So yeah, take that one from me. Have a target audience. For example, squeeze it, like the social media has made things very, very easy. Something like Instagram lets you see the age gap that visits your profiles and things like that. So like there's analytics and all of those things that I don't want to go into, but they let you know that like this thing, if you between which age. For me, between 18 and 24 are the majority of people that view my work and like and comment and all of those things. So I will say between 18, 24 to 30, that is where I range mostly. So yeah, target audience. Another thing is, when you have a draft, start drafting. I said point number 2 when I was stroking those 4 things. Start drafting. When you have a draft now, have a timeline. Like, I want things to be like this. Like, I understand it is very easy to fall out of a timeline and things like that, but have people there for you who believe in you and are going to push you on deadlines. That helped me a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. I had a friend who always pushed on my deadlines. So yeah, like, have deadlines. Like, I want to have this time and this time, you know, manifest into those timelines, manifest into them. Even though you don't know what is going to happen in the future, it's very, very good to have a plan. So yeah, this point that I'm going to say, I think it is the most important thing that we are going to go into. I also had a problem with it, so I know how much of an importance this is. Find an editor. I cannot insist enough. find an editor. Underlined, capitalized, highlighted, print these 3 words and stick them on your wall as you're writing your book. Find an editor. There is nothing good like having a crisp work that, like, let me tell you, even if your content is not good but your work has been edited to, like, that is one of the things that I wished I invested more money into, but now, like, I know better. When I was publishing my book, I had to learn all these things on my own, so now I'm giving you guys tips and tricks on how to do this. You might want to invest on a good editor, trust you me. Like, that is one thing I'm spending more money on my next book. So another thing is cover, front and back. Do you guys see this? Do you? Yeah, I had a rough idea in my mind of what I wanted, so I explained it to the person who did this art situation. So yeah, and I really like it. There's so many ways you guys can do. There's so many other things that, like, but find a good person who can do your cover art. That is very, very important. And another thing, find people who can review. Reviews, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Review, like, from finding an editor, cover, front and back, and reviews, I repeat, don't let anyone tell you nothing. Anyways, one last point that I'm going to tell you guys, and if you've listened to here, you might want to stay longer and listen to this last point. And this last point is market. Like, market your book. I'm going to insist on this. Market your book. You have friends that are popular on social medias, ask them for a push, you know. Even if it's not asking them for a push, you yourself, like, do your thing, you know, like, be on people's faces. If you guys have noticed, when Salumi, I don't know if you guys follow her, but she's called Expressing Salumi. If you guys follow Salumi, I respect that girl. When she was publishing her book, she was on everyone's face, like, you don't want to see me, but you're going to see me until you get your book. I respect that. Like, that is energy and workflow. For me, I will say that the best thing that happened to me was honestly my friends. Like, my friends were there for me, and most of them had followings and stuff, and I did marketing myself the whole of 2018. I performed in over 120 events, and most of them I wasn't paid or I wasn't doing anything. I just went for the sake of that book. Like, I had a vision in my head that, you know what, like, I'm going to get a book one day and everybody needs to know my name before then. I've met so many people who told me, oh, so you dropped some melanin, we've heard of you, it's good to put the face on the name, and here I am. So guys, market. Don't even care what anybody is going to say about whatever, whenever. Market. Like, do marketing. And I repeat, marketing, marketing, marketing. In 3 rows, because you're going to get a book. Like, you're going to have a book without marketing. Nazitakulalia tu kwa nyumba. There's nothing that you're going to do. Also, I guess I've given you 8 tips on how to publish a book or self-publishing. Again, if you guys want another video on the difference between self-publishing and traditional publishing and how they work, I'm going to do another video. You guys just let me know. I am here for you. But for today, this is my last video. Thank you for being here until the end of this video. Do all those good things that YouTube recommends. And thank you. Love you. Bye.